So Gatsby is over here and he and I are here with my November wax, and the amount of wax that I have today is out of control. I have so many candles to show you, and I don't even know how I burned so much this month. I think what happened was I had so many candles that were like almost done in October that I just finished up in November. And then also like I'm just kind of like getting pumpkined out, getting sick of the fall scents. Like I need some more like fresh, crisp, like piney, wintry scents. So I really just wanted to use up all these like fall scents, like get them done, get them over with, get them out of here, and like close the chapter of fall and move on, you know? So yeah. To start, I did finish 2 lighters, so I guess I really did go kind of candle crazy this month that I went through 2 freaking lighters. I think this one was on its way out. This is like one of those cheapy like dollar lighters like from the checkout line at Walmart, and these ones I love. I get these at CVS. These are like $4 or $5, but I love how they curve in. It just makes it a lot easier to hit the candle, so I like these guys. And they last longer too. These last like a day. No, I mean they last like 2 weeks maybe. So let's start with the little guys, the melts and the little mini candles. I finished a Kringle candle Stormfront, and this was amazing. I love this. It's actually a daylight, and I love this daylight so much. It's just like soapy and rainy, but like a little slight bit cologne-y. But the cologne note really fades when it's burning, and it just like that rainy, like wet day, earthy, like rainy, ozone-y note really comes through. I like this daylight so much that I did buy the 22, 24, whatever ounce candle of it. And I will say this daylight is crazy strong. I would light it in my bathroom and it would like waft down my hallway, like all the way into my living room, everywhere. This little guy was so strong. Candle is nowhere near as strong as the daylight, but the candle is still good. It does throw. I can still smell it. I finished the Boo pumpkin carving. This itty bitty little guy. This candle is so cute. It is just adorable. I mean, it tunnels a little bit, whatever. This guy was good though. For the itty bitty little thing, it was pretty strong. I had that ceramic ghost holder from Bath & Body Works where this little candle went in like the ghost mouth, and it was so cute. I finished a cinnamon sugar donut from Bath & Body Works with the cute little White Barn Market label. These are really cute. I'm not crazy about the like crinkle lid, but I actually did like it on this particular candle. For whatever reason, it didn't bother me on this candle, and oh my god, this candle is so amazing. I have several backups of this, so all is well. I burnt this fall, and like I liked it, but for whatever reason, probably just because the season I bought it in, I really like this in the spring and the summer. I don't know why. Like, I don't know why. It's not like, oh, hello, you want to play? You want to play? But yeah, it smells like donuts being fried in front of you. Like if you went to like a homemade donut shop and you can just like smell the cinnamon and the sugar and like, yeah, the grease and the oil that they're cooking in. But oh, it is divine. It really just smells like a cinnamon sugar donut. It's so good. Finished the We Love Pumpkin candle. And this was like a love-hate for me. I love these like light bronzy gold lids. These are like one of my favorites. I wish they would just stop doing, I don't even have a silver lid here, stop doing the silver lids altogether and just make them this bronzy gold. It's so much cuter. So this one kind of bugs me. And I do have a backup of this just because I only like the first layer, and I like the first layer enough to get a backup just for the first layer. So the first layer was creamy pumpkin, and it was creamy pumpkin, like ugh, so good. If you had that creamy pumpkin soap, which is amazing, maybe even one of my favorite fall soaps, it was just exactly like that. So creamy, like vanilla pumpkin-y goodness. It was just, so I loved it. And then it went down and it was pumpkin butter, roasted pumpkin butter, and I could barely smell it. And then it got this sweet cinnamon pumpkin, and I was just like, no thank you, ma'am. I can't. I'm just so over that scent. I finished a Radiant Red Maple. So I like this label a lot. Again, the cute bronzy jars. I got this in the store, and for whatever reason, it did not have the leaf lid on it, but I like the bronze lid, so I don't really care. But anyway, this scent, like, it was good. I've been really into apple, and this is basically like their, I guess, farm stand apple and marshmallow fireside. Like, just the two of them together had a baby, and it was radiant red maple. I liked it because I love that like smoky marshmallow fireside type of scent. It wasn't a scent I felt like, oh, I have to run up and like stock up on this one. It was just kind of like, I like it. I'm glad I had it. I'm glad I tried it, but like I really don't need it again. I mean, it's nice. It's just, it really wasn't that strong. It actually had puny wick syndrome the entire life of the candle, and I cotton balled it like crazy. It didn't do a thing, just like puny wicks. It pooled out okay, but it definitely took a long time. It was a slow burner, and I think that's like another part of the reason why I'm just like, I don't need any more of it, because it did burn so slow. This lasted from September through November. Like, I mean, I finished it like the first or second week of November, but it lasted a long damn time. Next, Bath & Body, and I was actually really sad to finish this. This might have been one of my top favorite fall candles, and unfortunately, I did not stock up on it. So if I see it at the $8.50 candle sale, if I see it at the semi-annual sale, I'll probably be stocking up on this one, and it is Lakeside Sunrise. I absolutely love that label. I think they said this was a repackage of Topaz Waters or something from the Intrigue and Opulence collection, but it was crisp waters, sunny rays of citrus, and a touch of sweet apple dew. Oh my god, it's just so fresh. It is so fresh. It is so watery. There's like the slightest hint of like that crispness from the apple or whatever it is. I don't even know, but it was just like sweet and crisp and fresh and perfect. Oh my god, I wish I could make this into a cologne and just like spray Dan down with it and make him smell like this 24/7. This is one of those scents that's just like, I wish my home smelled like this naturally. I love it. It's just like clean and fresh and what a home should smell like. So I'll be saving this wax, cutting it up and putting it into, right over there behind that bird is my Yankee Candle centerpiece, and I am just gonna like leave it in there till all the scent is gone. I love it. A spiced pumpkin cider. Pretty red wax. I've had decent luck, knock on wood. My wood's right here. My wood. I've had decent luck with these little 4-ouncers. I put them in my kitchen, and they are amazing kitchen candles for me because a 3-wick is just a little bit too strong and overpowering in my kitchen. I like the smaller candles in there, and these are just perfect. Like, they scent up my entire kitchen. They are so nice and strong, so I really love them just for that, and they're strong enough where if I'm cooking something, they can like overpower that food scent that I may not want in there, and this was just like spicy, pumpkin-y, awesome. Fruity, just really good. Oh, clementine orange, that's what I'm getting in this. I'm like, what is that like fruity note? That's not pumpkin. It's like pumpkin, apple with orange and citrus. It's really nice. I finished apple picking, and this started off in my bathroom, and it was great for the bathroom because the first like quarter of this candle was not super strong at all, and you just like got this faintest hint of like green Jolly Rancher candy, and I liked it. But then after that first quarter, it was just too strong. It was in my bathroom, and it was like wafting out to the hallway, and it was so artificial, and it almost smelled like plastic candy, like plastic candy apple, and just like really cheap and really fake. And so I just like finished it up in my bedroom. Fortunately, it was not a scent that lingered. It's just like once you blew it out, it was gone. Even though it was strong while it was burning, it didn't have that like lingering scent like, you know, a lot of bakery candles do. So that was fine. I wouldn't repurchase this. First 1803 candle, and I am so sad to see this go. I absolutely love the packaging. So cute, just like a nice big giant mason jar. This is really big. It's bigger than a regular standard mason jar. It's like the size of my little head. I love this. The burn was super clean. Well, there's a little bit of soot there, but that was my fault because the wicks would get huge, like giant mushroom wicks, and like I would say maybe 75% of the time I trim them. The other times I just totally forgot and would just let it burn. And this burnt in my dining room area and my kitchen area, and Dan put this out quite a few times, and the way he puts a candle out is like that. He just throws the lid on while it's still burning. He's a pain in my ass. And I feel like that trapped a lot of soot in here. This is a soy candle, and lately, this past month is kind of like the last month with a lot of Bath & Body Works, and in my future empties, you probably won't be seeing many of them, because I've noticed that if I light more than one or like two Bath & Body Works candles, Gatsby's eyes start to tear up really bad, and he already has a lot of allergies and really sensitive eyes, and I've noticed that really only Bath & Body Works candles do that to him. So I've been switching to like the soy, the 1803, what else? The Goose Creeks don't bother him. The Yankees, as far as I've noticed, don't bother him. It's really just the Bath & Body Works. So, but I have been like dabbling into soy, and that's the reason why I picked up this 1803 candle. And I would put this like in areas that he is, like he's in the kitchen a lot, and that's why this was in the kitchen a lot of the times. And this was Yummy Pumpkin Seeds, and Brett from Brett and Brad, he described this perfectly, saying it is like a mix between Bath & Body Works pumpkin pie and pumpkin cupcake, and he's really 100% spot on. That's what I got from this. Maybe a little bit spicier though than pumpkin cupcake, like that. Oh my god, I have a blister on my heel, and Gatsby is trying to lick it and it burns. Anyway, yeah, so smell was amazing. Throw was awesome on this. I have nothing bad to say about 1803 on my one experience of this candle. I know they had a sale for Black Friday or Cyber Monday, but I missed it, but I don't care. I would pay full price for these candles. I like them that much. I will be ordering more. You can see the wax is like pristinely white. So even though the wicks like fell into the wax and are sitting in there, the wax never discolored. I was really impressed with this candle, like really impressed at how white it stayed. That was pretty shocking to me. Here's a hot mess. Goose Creek's Blackberry Bourbon. I actually like this scent. It was like a nice medium throw. You could smell the bourbon in here. You got that nice berry blackberry note. I was a fan of the scent, but like not a fan of the sooting, and I trimmed this to death. Every time I turned it out, I trimmed the wicks. There was no saving it. I find that with a lot of Goose Creek's large jars, though, they do get really sooty towards the middle and end point of the candle. So it is what it is. Another Goose Creek, my second Goose Creek here, was Pumpkin Spice Muffin. I will link my review to that below. This tunneled pretty bad, but then I cut out some of the wax and cotton balled it, and after that it was perfectly fine, and it burnt right down to the end. One wick, if you can see it, did go all the way over to the side. It's one down here, and it's like right up against the glass. So that's why it's lower on one side, because the one that was against the glass, I just was scared to light it. Even though this glass is super thick and sturdy, I just didn't want that flame that close to the glass. I didn't want any accidents happening. So yeah, I'll link my review to this below. It was okay. I wouldn't repurchase this scent, but I did purchase another pumpkin jar on their Black Friday sale, and I got the pumpkin molasses. Let's talk about Yankee Candle. I finished a sugar and spice. I do have an in-depth review of this one as well, which I will link below. Started off great and then just like putzed out on me, and I could barely smell it. Did burn clean and even though, so I will give it that. I have always had luck with Yankee Candle's tumblers, with the exception of this guy. Next is a Yankee Candle Melt in Mountain Lodge. Couldn't smell it. Even in a tart, like traditional tart warmer, barely smell it. And then when I would walk past it and get a whiff of it, it kind of reminded me of a cologne my dad wears. And I was just like, nope, I'm good. I liked it on cold, and then one day I walked past it and like it just smelled like my dad, and I was like, okay, bye Mountain Lodge, I'm done with you. Because like, I like cologne scents because they're sexy. Like, I like cologne scents that smell like my husband, those, or Abercrombie and Fitch. I don't want to smell my dad. Sorry. Sorry, Dad. I mean, I love you, but no. This one, I didn't even finish burning. I'm just chucking it because it was disgusting. Sonoma Life and Style from Kohl's Pumpkin Patch. First and last candle from Kohl's I will ever buy. Wicks were absolute shit. Puny wicks entered the whole way through, tunneled like a bitch. No matter how many times I foiled it, I couldn't stand the smell, so I was just like, you're done. Like, you are done. Saving the lid, though, because that is so adorable. Sorry, I just got a whiff of it, and I want to die. 2 719 Walnut Avenue candles. I don't even know how I finished these because these suckers take forever to burn down. forever. I got the pumpkin spice latte and the cinnamon apple cider. They were good. They were nice and strong, nothing crazy. I mean, they're under $5, but I'm probably not purchasing anymore other than the 2 Christmas ones I have. They're just nothing crazy. And they linger way too long. Like, by the time I'm over them and need them to be done, they have like 4 days left to burn. So, no. Last but not least, Village Candle Mold Cider. Again, I did review this. Fairly clean. There's a very little bit of soot on this candle, but it did burn all the way down to the bottom. I appreciated that. One wick blew out before the other one. I can still smell it now. It started off living its life in a tunnel. It had puny wick syndrome the whole time through. I live in a tunnel in foil. It tunneled at first. It had puny wick syndrome the whole way through, but the halfway point, it stopped tunneling, even though it had puny wicks, which was fine. And after the halfway point, it actually got quite strong. Would fill up my bedroom. Too strong for my bathroom. So it was just like the first half of it was like super weak and scentless, but then it just came to life and it was pretty awesome. So yeah, that is my empties. Holy shit, this is like a 20-minute empties video. This is the longest candle empties I've ever done. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.